Hi everyone, I'm Alessandro, and for more than 30 years, I've been building internet infrastructure and digital services for European businesses. Every week on this channel, we explore privacy, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, digital sovereignty, and the technologies shaping Europe's digital future. Let's get started. For years, Europe has been criticized for the same reason. It produces world class universities, world class engineers, and thousands of innovative startups. But when those companies reach the point where they need hundreds of millions or even billions of euros to compete globally, something often happens. They raise capital abroad, they move part of their business overseas, or they are acquired before becoming global technology leaders. This has been one of Europe's biggest weaknesses, not creating startups, helping them become giants. And this week, the European Union announced what could become its most ambitious response yet. It's called the Scaleup Europe Fund. Before we look at the fund itself, it's important to understand the problem Europe is trying to solve. People often say Europe has a startup problem. Actually, it doesn't. Europe has a scale up problem. Starting a company is difficult. Turning it into a global technology leader is even harder. That phase requires enormous amounts of capital, experienced investors, and long term support. For years, European institutions have acknowledged that many promising companies leave Europe because that capital is simply easier to find elsewhere. And this isn't speculation. The European Commission says it explicitly in its EU Startup and Scale Up strategy. As always, you'll find that document and every official source I mention in this video in the description below. So, what exactly is the Scale Up Europe Fund? The idea is surprisingly simple: create a powerful investment platform dedicated to Europe's most promising technology companies. Not companies that are just getting started, but companies that already have products, customers, and growth and now need significant investment to compete on a global stage. According to the announcements made this week, the ambition is to build an initiative capable of mobilizing up to 20 billion euros in growth capital over time. The objective is straightforward: help Europe's best technology companies grow without having to leave Europe to find investors. The sectors being targeted tell us a lot about Europe's priorities: artificial intelligence, semiconductors, quantum technologies, space, robotics, biotechnology, clean technologies, advanced manufacturing. These are the industries expected to shape economic competitiveness over the coming decades. And once again, this isn't my interpretation. These strategic priorities are identified across multiple European Commission documents, all linked in the description if you'd like to read them yourself. There's another reason why this announcement matters. If you've been following this channel, you've probably noticed a pattern. First, Europe invested in AI gigafactories, then came the Cyber Resilience Act. We've talked about the digital euro. We've covered Decade X and Europe's digital infrastructure. Now comes the Scaleup Europe Fund. Individually, these look like separate announcements. Together, they reveal something much bigger. Europe isn't only regulating technology anymore. It's trying to build the entire ecosystem: the infrastructure, the cybersecurity, the computing power, the financing, and the industrial strategy needed to create global technology companies. Little by little, Europe is rebuilding its technological sovereignty. Will this fund solve everything? Of course not. Capital alone doesn't create successful companies. Innovation still matters, leadership still matters, execution still matters. But without access to growth capital, even the best companies struggle to become global champions. That's exactly the gap Europe is trying to close. Whether this initiative reaches its full ambition remains to be seen. But one thing is already clear: Europe is no longer talking only about regulating technology, it's increasingly investing in building it. And the Scaleup Europe Fund may become one of the most important pieces of that strategy. If you found this video useful, subscribe to the channel. Every week we explore the technologies, regulations, and ideas shaping the future of European business. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.